Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. Today I'm going over a complete list of all of the exclusive new gear with the exclusive bonus effects for factions and heroes. I have everything I think is on the test server at the time of making this video, and I have this also have a list made on the Discord that you can go and check out, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But without further ado, let's dig in. Okay, so first, I did manage to complete a Cataclysm set for Vienna. The issue is all I have for an amulet is Helga's amulet, which is of course attack speed with crit rate attack bonus at flight attack. So the attack speed stat is completely wasted on Vienna, and I'm not sure how much she's going to be able to stack up this damage on Cataclysm. Whether or not damage will bounce enough or if it won't. So I'm going to find that out in this video too a little bit later on. First, we're going to talk about what I know so far about the gear, the exclusive effects that have come out now on the test server. So the first thing I'm going to say is that it seems like these exclusive benefits for heroes and factions are assigned to very specific gear slots. So, you know, like the ring here, if you want to have a Vienna's, you want to have her exclusive effect, it's gonna be on a bangle. Bangle. So for example, with Vienna's bangle, it is Vienna's bangle. It is not Vienna's amulet. You won't see it on the amulet. You won't see it on the ring. You won't see it in the weapon, and you won't see it in the armor. As the time of making this, you gotta keep that in mind. Just full disclaimer. On the test server right now, this is how it is. So I have a complete list here, and I'll go ahead and read them off, and I'll have the items kind of pop up on the screen so you can see them. For the breastplates, we have Abomination's breastplate. It is Astral Guardian. It is locked into that set, and it is locked into the breastplate. And Constant's breastplate is Light's Grace, and is also locked into that one set. We have Tordor's chestplate, which is Astral Guardian, also locked. For the weapons, we have Valkra's weapon, which is Wicked Vengeance. We have Setram's weapon, which is Wicked Vengeance. We have the bangles, which is Silas's bangle, which is Hell's Lament. Vienna's bangle is Cataclysm, and Morgan's bangle is also Cataclysm. On the amulets, we have Helga's amulet, which is Cataclysm. We have Salazar's amulet, which is Hell's Lament. For the rings, these are mostly, so far as I can tell, I haven't seen any kind of hero exclusive benefits on these items, but the rings seem to be mostly faction exclusives. So the Cursed Cult ring is on Cataclysm or Hell's Lament. That's what I've found it on so far. I have quite a few, and I've rolled quite a few of them, and it's always been the same two sets for all of these, by the way. The North Throne ring is Cataclysm and Tempered Will, and the Watchguard ring is Wings of Grace or Cataclysm. Now, a few questions and answers before we get to the testing out Vienna. Assuming that Cataclysm set bonus can actually get up to the full 45% or not. It's debatable. I don't really see anything in her kit. I know she has the Mortal Kiss, which kind of bounces around to other enemies. Maybe that can get it stacked up. I know on her AoE, she does damage to all of these enemies as AoE, and that could count as 5 hits within that time range. Anyways, questions and answers. First one is, can the effects stack? Kinda. So as you've noticed from the first part of this video, like I said, Vienna's exclusive bonus effect is locked to the bangle. So you're not going to get her bonus effect on the bangle, on the amulet, and the ring. It's not going to happen as far as I know right now. But you can stack their exclusive bonuses with faction bonuses. So for example, right here we have Vienna's bangle on a Cataclysm set. And we also have the Cursed Cult ring, which is also on a Cataclysm set. They have to kind of match up, and I don't know how difficult it is going to be to get that accomplished. It doesn't seem like it was too bad, but fair notice is I had to re-roll this on a test server, and I can re-roll almost infinitely if I want to. And the next question, do you think tier 3 gear sets will be worth it? I think that the Cataclysm set is definitely going to be worth it. I think the left side is very strong. On the right side, we have quite a few sets like morale and all those are, there's quite a few. We'll go here through the list here. We have Wings of Grace here, which has a healing effect, increased attack of the hero. I think this Wings of Grace set is going to be valuable, probably to like a Dolores. I think it's going to probably beat out Invigoration. I think the Wings of Grace set is going to be a very useful set, but it's going to be kind of like morale, like it's a one-off. You get one good set, maybe two if you have like two different type of heroes you need to put it on. It's going to be very useful. As for Cataclysm, like I've already said, this is a very strong set, especially for any hero that can keep that full buff up. It's going to be 45% on all damage going in. It's not going to matter if you ult so many times or if it's just going to be based off crit rates, or crit hits. But then we have the Tempered Wool sets here, and they are very nice already. It's going to be much better than a Guardian set in general because it's going to just add you up to 20% defense on top of everything. Based on how many enemies are blocked, I think it's going to be very useful in the Hellfire Emperor Codex. As for Hell's Lament, when the ultimate is triggered, increases damage by 30%, crit damage by 40%, lasting for 8 seconds. Hell's Lament isn't as good as the rest, but it does have an exclusive benefit on it you can have on there. This could be very nice for something like Vierna, where it increases damage dealt to enemies inflicted with slow, stun, freeze, immobilized state, and other CC effects by 10%. I mean, I think it's going to be very interesting combining all of these sets together. We have the Unshaken Will set. When deployed, HP plus 20%. When attacked, recovers 5% of max HP. Not very exciting. Morale, we've already talked about that. And on the left side, of course, most of the left side gear for the tier 3 sets is already good. We have Wicked Vengeance, which is the crit damage plus 40%, attack plus 10. This is not bad. And then we have the Astral Guardian. Now it's going to be HP plus 30%, defense plus 15%. Plus it's going to have some options for, of course, exclusive for like Abomination. As for Light's Grace, its healing effect plus 30 and rage regen plus 10%. I mean, it could be useful if you're struggling to get gear, you don't have a lot of stamina, and you're really hitting those gear dungeons pretty good. Eventually, these sets will probably be, maybe half of them will be on the top end of what you need. And there's an option, and there's the issue with, of course, like shortwave fights where Soulbound Arcana might not remain on top with Cataclysm, and especially if they fix the glitch that is going on with Soulbound Arcana, where whenever hero on the field ults, it adds a stack to everybody's Soulbound Arcana bonus. But if they fix that, that's going to be definitely a contender as far as like more shortwave fights. Anything like really long, like say, I want to say Guild Boss 2 is the only thing that really comes to mind. Guild Boss 1 might be overran by Cataclysm if you got the gear for it. The other question is, are the stats fixed on the sets? So this is a very interesting kind of thing here. I could show you that every piece that I've pulled, I kept every single exclusive piece that I pulled in, I don't know, it was 10,000 fragments or whatever to craft them. And it seems that way, except for the exclusive faction pieces. They seem to be able to roll a couple different ways. Like this one here it's based off of damage, but it does roll crit damage or attack bonus throughout the whole thing. So yeah, Cataclysm, it's rolling attack bonus throughout the whole thing from what I have. And then on Hell's Lament, both of the pieces that I have both rolled crit damage. So it seems like the main stat is kind of fixed, but I will tell you right away that the substats are not. They just kind of roll wherever, but they seem to be rolling crit rate, crit damage for the most part. Like I said, I kept all the pieces, not just the ones that were thumbed up or whatever. So if I were to go to, let's say, Valkyra here, go to our exclusive piece, see, all the substats are going to change on the left side. Left side gear is probably going to be one of the hardest to get. But if I go to the right side, say Silas, exclusive gear only, attack bonus, attack bonus, attack bonus. All three pieces that I did get of his exclusive are all attack bonus. Now if I go over here to Morrigan, they're all Cataclysm. They're all, let's see here, attack bonus, attack bonus, attack bonus, attack bonus. So it seems like the main stat is pretty fixed with the exclusive benefit coming in from this gear. And so on to the next question. Will the effects happen if the sets they are from are not completed? The answer is yes. You equip them. As far as I can tell, the effect turns green, which means it is active. You do not need to complete the set, so you can run broken sets if you need to. Okay, so now for Vienna, what I'm going to do, I have her exclusive artifact, but I'm just going to put her in a tier. I think that's probably better, especially considering I am running an attack speed amulet. We're just going to go ahead and throw her into Gear Raid 1, 18 with power dominance off. I'm just going to see how well her damage just kind of stacks up to see if she's attacking like I think she might. Seems like Morgan would be another good option for this. Oops. Here we go. She reach them all here? Yes, she will. We'll go ahead and give her Elowen just to make sure nothing bad happens. You kind of watch her abilities go here. So she's hitting all these targets. 10k, 11k. Now I don't know if those ticks are stacking up. They look like they are. They look like they're crits. So she should be getting the full benefit from this. And she should have a 45% execution. Oh man, she just laid them all out. So 90k. You see how it's stacked up all the way up to 90k right after her ult? So I don't think it is working like you would think, but right after her ultimate, when she comes back, she does some extra big hits, which are very nice. I mean, because typically you would think of Cataclysm as a good set. 15k, 15k. The one I saw was 86, was kind of weird. 15. Let's go ahead and activate her ult just for the heck of it. I mean, she's just whacking those guys anyway, so 134, 28. It's a normal damage. The 28 might drop as another 100k. That's from her. So that's from her single or her basic attack going off and hitting. And the other little ticks are from her Mortal Kiss. She's getting the max damage from it right away. Pretty quickly anyways. You don't need to wait until 5 ults in or whatever. As soon as our ult's ready, we'll just go ahead and whack them. Executed. I mean, obviously we all know that Viren is a good hero. She's an attack speed amulet. Her attack's a little lower than I would like. Crit damage is a little lower than I would like. Looks like now it's up to 13k. And her single target hits are right around 83, so it's kind of doing the same thing. The Immortal Kiss is going to take care of this. Let's let her hit these guys. She's doing that continuous AoE damage, which is odd. So now she's hitting for 19k, but these guys' defenses are probably a little different. Wait until they get in range and then we'll pop them. She's just beating them out, I think, just by raw damage anyways. So, I mean, is it gonna beat out Soulbound Arcana in a long-range fight? Probably not. She also is getting that increased 100% damage on her ult, which is huge. She's also increased damage based on targets that are slowed by another 10%, which is also huge. Kind of figured out she's getting 100% on the ult, 10% total damage from the faction effect, and it's just wild if you ask me. It's going to be a very valuable gear. And interesting. If you gotta consider the fact that this gear is gonna be, it's gonna mix it up a little bit. Things are gonna become a little more interesting and not so cut and dry where everybody's got Soulbound Arcana sets on, or either running Soulbound Arcana or you're running Infernal Roar on all your damage dealers. In this case, you can go ahead and you can run a few other sets and you can kind of mix in some exclusive bonus effects coming in from the crafting, and that just makes it a little more, I guess, spicy, if you want to say. Anyways, I do have to go over before I end this video. I do have a full collection of all the information that we know as of right now, including every single piece of gear and what they do, and what faction they are, what hero it is, all that stuff right on Discord. I'll show you in just a moment. Okay, so here we are in Prospector's Dig site. If you don't know how to get there, you need to sign up for a Discord account if you don't have one. Pretty quick and painless. It's not anything too struggling. There's an app on your phone you can use your computer, whatever it is. But you just go down to the description down below and you click on the Discord little link and it'll bring you right to my server. You don't need to have your invitation approved. You just join right up. The first thing to mention is that you can just go ahead and join the general chat if you want to chat with people and get pretty quick responses, live responses, share your heroes. We're all happy to see them. We also have the Miners Inc. field in there. And there's also the hero list. I want to mention this before we go anywhere, where you can go in here, you can find a hero that you want to see and how to build them. So for example, let's say Wrath. It'll take you right over to Wrath. You click on it. You have all my rankings, your tier rankings for that area. Suggested gear sets. On the right side, you can just kind of mouse over them. If you're on your phone, just go ahead and click them and it'll show you Infernal Roar if you don't recognize the image. And also has late game, mid game, early game. On the left side, same thing. Suggested artifacts and my tips on that hero or any kind of thing I might want to call out. Anyways, there's all kinds of information here on the left side. So go down to the useful tools and I'm just going to click on exclusive gear. When you click on exclusive gear, it's going to bring you to this page. Nice little images I've been working on. Full disclosure that this is stuff from the test server. As always, details may change and this may not be kept up to date in a timely manner. That means if something new changes, if they add something and I'm not really aware of it, this might not be the first spot to find out if it's been added or not. I'll try to keep it up to date as soon as I can. Now it is kind of text format, but you come down here with the faction effects, which is going to show you the North Throne, Watchguard, and Curse Cult rings. If there are more added, I will try to add them. It'll tell you what sets they're available in, and it will tell you what the effect is that it will happen when you have them on for that faction. You scroll down a little further, you can go down to the hero effects, which is going to be separated by breastplates, weapons, bangles, amulets, and rings. And you can just kind of scroll through these and check them out. It tells you Abomination's breastplate is Astral Guardian. After casting Boundless Endurance twice, increases the chance of basic attack triggering charged attack by 10% and boosts charged attack damage by 100%. Another one example is you go down the weapons. Valkyr's weapon is Wicked Vengeance. Each stack of Sword of Victory grants an additional 1% attack bonus. Setchum's weapons right there, Wicked Vengeance as well, increases damage delta shields by 20% when in overloaded state. Overloaded state gains 10% penetration. But anyways, if you want to kind of come and check this gear out for yourself, feel free. You're welcome to join the server. Also, after you join, don't forget that you can, if you want to tag me or something, if you have any questions about how to navigate the server, you can also request hero guides and stuff like that too. But anyways, that's all I have for the video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more testing. I will do my best to keep you up to date on what's going on the test server, what's coming soon to the game, and all those goodies. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep digging.